Alpha versus beta beliefs. What do you think of his convictions are? To make it easier to understand this idea, I'll give you guys with a list of the beliefs alpha and beta males generally possess. When you read this, think about what beliefs do I hold. Beta male beliefs, mindsets. I'm not good enough. I'm looking for others to accept me. Should I behave differently or in a different approach? I'm in need of others to give me some validation. My mood is influenced by the other people around me. I conduct myself in a manner that earns me the respect of others. I'm not happy with myself. I'm not content with myself. I'm insecure. Now, compare some of these male beliefs of beta with beliefs about alpha males. Alpha male beliefs, mindsets. I'm not bad enough. I am myself. I behave the way I would like to behave. I'm enough strong to offer others the same validation. I create myself my mood. I am honest and don't hesitate to be who I am. I'm content with me as I am. I'm extremely secure in my shortcomings. Do you recognize the difference? Beta males and alpha males have different beliefs that result in different behaviors. All men must develop these. Okay, so now that I've made evident that being an alpha male begins with a mental attitude, and the next question is, how can I change my mind? In general, there are some ways to challenge your mindset, and you've accomplished the tough part. The hardest part is to become aware of these beliefs. Many people do not even become conscious of them and continue to live their lives without thinking about it. Now that you're aware and are aware of them, you can begin to change your behavior. It's not going to happen in a flash, as changing your character requires time. However, if you persevere and stick with it, you'll be grateful that you made the effort. Here's my advice for you. Habits for all men. The first thing I would recommend is to incorporate healthy habits into your lifestyle. They will not change you instantly, but they will alter your life over time. A person who can improve his performance by 1% every day will be way above the rest of us within 1 year. The concept is also known as the slight edge. It's the notion that increasing your performance by 1% each day might not seem like much at first, but as you progress through several years, it can add up to an enormous difference in the quality of life between average man and millionaire. In general, there are a handful of core habits, which I believe that every man must be able to lift weights, meditate, read, practice social skills. This is all you need to do to be successful. There are plenty of other things you could achieve in your time, such as studying an instrument, learning the language of your choice, or even creating your own business. These are the 4 essential habits to be successful and will gradually change your perspective. The right beliefs. This is a complex subject, and I'll write an article on the subject in greater detail in the near future. In essence, you can reduce the validity of a belief by searching for evidence that disproves it, and also by shining the light on the issue. For instance, if you experience an extremely deep-rooted fear, consider what is the source of this belief from. Find it back to the source that is probably your childhood. Consider asking you, is the person who taught me this belief worth modeling my life after? Most of the time it will be not. Most likely, it was a loss who had you believe this idea. Perhaps an abusive parent, a demanding mother, or a savage stepfather. Perhaps a student or teacher that made you feel foolish. It was either way that it was a fool who believed in this idea. What kind of adult is going to put this notion in a child's mind? Seriously, how ridiculous are you required to be to instill in a child the notion that they're useless, stupid, or unworthy? This should begin to diminish the conviction. If you begin to recognize it's not worth the time of the individual who offered the idea to you doesn't deserve the time of yours, then you'll come to realize that your belief isn't based on reality. There's no need to believe it. Beyond that, you can take it further. There are certain exercises you can practice to discredit a belief, but I'll keep the topic for another post. Living your purpose. The ability to have a goal is the most essential thing a man can ever attain. It will fire up your heart and give you the drive and will to succeed and encourage you to strive for and overcome. If you're not sure of your passion, it is an excellent method to be an alpha male. Alpha males know their mission in life surpasses all other things. Their mission is more important than anything else, and that includes their lives. It may sound like a melodramatic statement, however, when you fully embody a cause, and you'll soon realize that you're not able to put up with the nonsense. Your goal is your own validation. You don't require others' acceptance. You feel satisfied, since you're on the right track. Therefore, you don't want fulfillment from others. Who has the time to figure out how to behave like and be an alpha male? It is clear that he has any purpose. A person who has a goal does not care about the way people view his actions. Not in a negative or sexist way, but simply because he's content with self-assured, even though they don't consider him to be the most successful, tallest, most imposing, or whatever. And he's happy being who he is since he believes his life is meaningful. It's a reason. Is what drives him, a determination, and gives him an energy boost and lots of vitality. These are the traits of males who are alpha, and you'll realize that once you've found the intention to do something, your values alter. Once you have learned this, your self-esteem will increase by 10x. When you have a purpose, women take a backseat in your life. You don't need the approval of other people. You're focused, determined, and you're willing to take action to advance your goal. Find your mission and find out your true path to success is. If you need assistance with this, try my 7 Strategies program. 7 Key Alpha Male Traits. Confident alpha male gorilla ready to fight. Alongside creating the alpha male mindset, there are a few distinctive traits that every alpha male possesses. Here are some male alpha characteristics. Confidence. Decisiveness. Assertiveness. Dominance. Purpose. Courage. Calmness. When you begin to acquire the mindset of an alpha male, the majority of these traits will naturally occur. In this regard, let's examine each of them thoroughly. Confidence. The alpha males have confidence of their identity, and that's the main thing. It doesn't matter what think about them, because it's their opinions that matter. When you're an alpha male, you're not worried about the opinions about sheep, as you're an leopard. Alpha males have the courage to stand up for what they want, and been willing to see their dreams come true. Decisiveness. One of the main characteristics of alpha males is that they're extremely indecisive. They have an idea of the things they'd like and take the necessary steps to achieve it. They don't waste time flipping between places, arguing about stupid sh*t. The majority of men spend way too much time pondering dumb shit, and never firing the trigger. This isn't the way that alpha males do. Instead, they're decisive, their goal is clear, then they devise an action plan to achieve it, and then they do it. Assertiveness. Alpha males are aware that there's a dog-eat-dog culture that exists. You must be ready to take on what you'd like to. You must be assertive. If you don't assert yourself, you can't be able to achieve anything. You have to be able to shout out to all the people around you, "This is what I want, and I'm taking it." One of the primary attributes of a male alpha is the sense of assertiveness. They are able to assert themselves in their demands, their needs, and even their desires, quickly. Dominance. Another important characteristic of males who are alpha is their dominance. In a secure way that they feel they have the right to be the most dominant and everyone else, but by nature, they're dominant. They're leaders in their own way. They're on top of their totem pole. They're willing to stand up for the people they cherish and love above everything else. If you're looking to become the alpha male of your group, then you must invest the time to learn how to become dominant. Many of us are suffering from mental obstacles to achieve this. Dominance is vital, however. Dominance is important. It's the only way to always come to the top regardless of the situation. This is exactly what alpha males do. Purpose. Another indicator of an alpha male is that they have a clearly masculine goal. The majority of men mess this up. Your purpose should be the first priority over all other things. Your goal should be prior to women, period. There are no exceptions. If someone puts his wife ahead of his goal, he deprives all of the beauty and truth that is his true self. If he puts his goal prior to everything other considerations, he can achieve incredible things. That can be the sole way you'll ever achieve great things. Courage. In the world of life, you have to be willing to risk it all. You should be prepared to face your fears and try to do what scares you. Your heart. And that's exactly the way that alpha males behave. They are not afraid about risking their lives, even though they seem frightening. The only way to succeed in your life is to take chances. And when you're not ready to take risks and be living a life of desperation, as per Henry David Thoreau's words. Henry David Thoreau. Being courageous is among the most important traits of males who are alpha. Because, without courage, nothing worth doing could ever be accomplished. Calmness. Another important characteristic of alpha males is calmness, especially when under stress. Alpha males know that they're on top, therefore they feel no need to prove themselves. Have you ever noticed the men who are always trying to fight? They're always seeking a method to prove their worth. It's not alpha, instead it's beta. Males who are beta are driven to prove their worth and to put other people down. Men who are truly alpha males won't give any thought to what other people believe, since they are always top of